Welcome back, Aviron. My name is David, here to bring you another 20-minute run. This is a part of our HIIT Strength Sprint series. In this run, I've got two different segments programmed for you. In the first half, we'll focus on some longer 90-second intervals. The second half, we're going to focus on some 60-second intervals. Before we get started, I want you to make sure that you've warmed yourself up, you've got your shoes tied, and maybe some water and a towel handy. I want to get started with our first interval. This first half of class is going to have a really low incline. It's just 1%. That's actually the highest that we're going today. So go ahead and give me your incline right now. First interval is 90 seconds on. We will make some changes on our speed every 30 seconds in, so I want you to just mentally prepare for that first one. Our speed, or our base pace that we're gonna start off for every single one of these intervals on the first half will be a couple miles per hour below your fastest pace that you can run for 1 minute straight. So I want you to think about this for just a moment. If you've been running with me for a little bit or done a few of my other intervals, you might be familiar with this pace. If not, and you're newer to running, I want you to pick a pace maybe 7, 8, or 9 miles per hour. And that will be the fastest that you can run for 1 minute straight. Now, I do want you to subtract in your head, you gotta do a little bit of math, 2 miles per hour from that pace. For me, I'm gonna start around 6 miles per hour for today, and that's gonna be my base. So let's do 1% incline, 90 seconds on, 2 miles per hour below the fastest that you can run for 1 minute straight, starting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and pick it up. All right, so a little bit longer intervals for the beginning of class. Making some changes every 30 seconds. I'm gonna start off with our form. I always wanna start off with that. You get a little tuck of your chin, slight lean forward, forehead kind of pointing forward. Relax your shoulders down, and just take the tension out of your upper body for a moment. We're gonna make our first change on our speed, and then we'll get back into our form. We're gonna add 0.5 on our speed, so half a mile per hour in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and add a little bump of speed. Hold it right here for a moment, and then let's come back to our form. Check in with upper body. Make sure elbows are tracking directly behind you, by the side, almost brushing your ribs. You never want to have the arms cutting across your body just like that. It's gonna cut off your momentum. Stay here. We're gonna make another bump on our speed, adding another 0.5 in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and pick it up just a little bit faster here. More awareness to other parts of our body. Low belly pulls in to support the low back. You got a soft bend in your knees, and you're landing softly on your heel as you run. First interval is almost done. We will have a 1 minute recovery. You can go as slow as you like to. I'm gonna walk out the recoveries, but if you'd like to add a little more distance on your run, give me something faster. We're gonna recover in 3, 2, 1, slow it down. Cool. All right, one of our longer intervals done already. So I want you to think about that pattern. We started the interval 2 miles per hour below your fastest. In this next interval, we will start at that pace again, still at the 1% incline. You don't have to change it at all for this first part of class. And then when we start to add speed, instead of adding 0.5 every time, we will add 0.6. That's the only change on this one. Stay right here for a moment. Come back to your breath. All right, friends, just check in here. What's going on with your form? Sometimes when I run, if you're lucky enough and have a mirror or something in front of you, I like to look down at my feet, make sure that my toes are pointing straight ahead. Depending on your hips, toes might go out or in. See if you can take it straight on. Let's do our next interval. We're going 90 seconds, 2 below your fastest in 3, 2, pick it up. Come on. Cool. So I have a little bit of a hope with this run. Since we're making so many changes, every 30 seconds we're gonna do a little bit of a change. Maybe that'll break it up for you with these longer intervals to see if it'll distract you a little bit. All right, 10 seconds, we're gonna make that first change, adding 0.6 on your speed. So if you're 2 below your fastest, you're gonna be 1.4 miles below. 3, 2, add something on. Let's go. Whew. All right, heart rate gets elevated. Not the fastest you can go. You can definitely go faster than this. This might be, out of a relative perceived exertion, this might be a 6 or 7 out of 10 at this point. It's not that crazy, okay? We're gonna add another 0.6 on our speed. Give it to me in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. As you go faster, incline's not super high, you can start to catch some air off of the treadmill. It's not required, but I like to have my heels come closer to my booty as I run. If you've got the range of motion, maybe they get all the way up there. You get some butt kickers going on. Less than 10, we'll hit our recovery. Recoveries are a lot shorter than your intervals, so if you need to go really slow, feel free. 3, 2, recover. There you go. All right. So you should feel fairly warm. I always want you to know that when you're working out with me, you're always able to scale these speeds or inclines up or down, okay? So you know your body way better than I do. If you're ready to go faster than what I'm saying, feel free. We're starting all of these off at that 2 below your fastest, okay? So I want you to just think on this one, 2 miles per hour below your fastest, maybe 50% of your maximum effort for 30 seconds. Let's go for this first part in about 10, 2 miles per hour below your fastest. When we add speed, we will add 0.7 every time. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. 2 below your fastest, right here. This is your third 90-second interval out of 4, this first half of class. It's actually a little bit more than the first half of class, but I do want you to note, I'm giving you 1-minute recoveries after each of these. After your fourth 90-second interval, I'll give you a much bigger recovery. Let's add 0.7 on our speed together in 3, 2, 1. Add it on. Whew. I feel like every time I add speed, I'm making some noise. If that's you, just do it in your own space. It's okay if anybody's around. You can make noise while you work out. It's totally appropriate. In 10 seconds, we're gonna do it again, adding 0.7 on your speed. If you do the math, that will take you 0.6 below your fastest. 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. Nice job, y'all. That's the southern boy in me coming out. You're gonna hear me say y'all sometimes. 15 seconds and you get to walk. Stay here. Wait for me to count you all the way down before you hit that recovery button, okay? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. There you go. On the books. You got one last 90-second interval. Give me your all-out effort. When we add speed 30 seconds in, you will add 0.8 the first time and an additional 0.8 for the last 30 seconds. It's gonna take you pretty close to the fastest that you think you can go for 1 minute. Just know, I do want you huffing and puffing by the end of this one, okay? And because you're gonna give me everything, you know on the other side of this, I'm gonna give you a longer recovery. You will have a full 2-minute recovery after this one. And the other good news is we'll be done with incline. All of your intervals will then be 60 seconds. It's gonna be this one final 90-second interval. 2 below your fastest, taking off in 3, 2, 1. Go. Stay here in this space, nice and calm in your upper body. Paying attention to your breath, specifically your inhale. I always like to take a slightly longer inhale through my nose than what's just naturally coming. And then just let the exhale happen on its own. We're gonna add 0.8 on our speed, big jump in 3, 2, 1. Add it on. Let's go. Whew. There it is. All right, give me a little tuck of your chin. Make sure you're still leaning forward on this one. I also want you to make sure your shoulders are relaxed down, away from your ears. We're gonna do one more bump of speed, adding 0.8 in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds right here. You should be 0.4 below your fastest. Stay with me. 15 seconds on the clock. Huge recovery. Don't push your recovery button yet. I know we've got some quick buttons down below to hit that walk. Wait for me. 3, 2, 1, walk. Good. Highly recommend in this 2-minute walk to give me something very, very slow for the first minute. And then in the second minute, if you want to add a little distance on your total run, you can start to pick up the pace. But let's just focus on keeping our heart rate down for a moment. If you feel like you're going slow enough, shoulders up, down, back. Let it go. Do that a few times. Good. One more. And then maybe take it the opposite direction. Up, forward, down. Squeeze shoulders up by the ears, really tight. Get a lot of tension up here, then exhale. One more. I'm gonna continue to walk right here, but we're about 1 minute into our recovery. If you wanna pick up your pace, if you wanna add some distance, if you have a little bit more energy, this is the time to add something onto your recovery pace. Let's talk about what's going on in the second half of this class right here. We will have 5 60-second intervals, 4 recoveries. All of the recoveries are 1 minute as well. No more inclines, so if you're at 1% still, you can take it down to 0. If you feel comfortable keeping some incline on, it's never gonna hurt, right? It's gonna build a little bit of strength. I personally like to have a little bit on for most of my runs, but right here, totally appropriate to take it down so we can sprint. Here's what's happening. 5 60-second intervals. We're gonna start all of these at 1 mile per hour below your fastest. We were starting all of our 90-second intervals at 2 below. Again, this is 1 below, no incline. 30 seconds in, we will go to your fastest at adding 1 mile on our speed. Let's try this right here. 1 mile per hour below your fastest for 30 seconds, then we add speed. 3, 2, 1, go. So, whatever your fastest is, should be maybe an 8 out of 10 for your relative perceived exertion on this one. In 10 seconds, you're gonna add 1 whole mile on your speed. Treadmill will pick up. It's gonna make some more noise. Heart rate gets up. Let's take off in 3, 2, 1, go. There it is. Stay steady. In 15 seconds, you take it to your recovery. Like I said, all of my recoveries today, I'm walking. If you want more, you go faster. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. There it is. Nice job. So we got the vibe of our 60-second intervals. They feel way shorter than our 90-second intervals. So you can give me some more energy right here. Next one, or actually I should say, all of these will start at 1 below your fastest. Halfway through this one, we will try to add just a hair more than what we added on the last one. We're gonna start at 1 mile per hour below your fastest, and then halfway through, we add 1.1 on our speed. So I am asking you to try to go a little bit quicker than what you think your fastest is for 1 minute. I'm not making you do it for a full minute, just 30 seconds. Let's get ready here. In 10, 1 below your fastest. Halfway through, we'll go a little bit past your fastest. Give me 3, 2, 1. Nice faster pace. Go right now, hit it. Good. So it's fairly quick. for the first 30 seconds. Maybe a level 7 or 8 out of 10. And then we're gonna take it to maybe a 9 or 10 out of 10 in about 10 seconds, adding 1.1 miles per hour on your speed. Let's go in 4, 3, 2. Show me what you got. Go. Nice sprint, y'all. There's a lot of power in being quiet. Pay attention to what's going on in your body. Where's your tension? Can you let it go? You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover, recover, recover. Take it down. Good job. Okay. 2 intervals done out of our 5 for the second half. You're gonna give me 3 more 60-second intervals. Doesn't sound like a lot, and really in the grand scheme of things, for your entire day, your entire week, it's really not that much, at least in terms of time. Let's put the effort in here, stay consistent so we can see results in the future. You got about 30 seconds before we go. If you're ready to pick up your recovery pace, this is the time. If you feel like you still haven't gotten a hold of your breath, slow it way down. All right, 15 seconds, 1 mile per hour below your fastest. Now we're taking off in 10. Maybe you start to ramp up your speed now. We're going 1 below in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. All right, you're picking up on the pattern. Halfway through, we add 1.2. So I am asking you to go 0.2 faster than the fastest you think you can go for 1 minute. Again, if this is ever too fast, you give me your best instead. 10 seconds, get ready for your sprint. Maybe 1 big inhale right here. We go in 4, 3, 2, add 1.2 on, go. Slightly faster than last time. You should be like me right here in this moment where you really can't talk that much because you're working so hard. You honestly should be really huffing and puffing. Should be everything in you just to hold this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Here you go. So maybe I'm just gonna speak in an I statement for just a moment. When I work out and I do my own runs, and I've got a program and a plan set in mind, I feel like sometimes I hold back a little bit. I don't actually do whatever my fastest is or have that number in, and I pull down. I'm gonna challenge you to think about this. We've got only 2 intervals left. What if you really, really did 1 mile per hour below your true fastest instead of holding back on that? If I'm speaking to you, this is for you right here. That's your motivation, that's your sign to change that speed right now. You have less than 10 seconds, 1 mile per hour below your fastest, second to last interval. Go in 3, 2, 1. Pick up your pace. Whew. Yes, ma'am, here it is. We are adding 1.3 halfway through this one. Should take you 0.3 past your fastest. We'll do that in 10. Lean forward, tuck your chin a little bit, shoulders down, land lightly. Add your speed in 3, 2, 1.3, add it on, go. Nice bounce in your step. You've been running for a moment now, so you have your stride. Maybe you've caught your second wind. You got a little bit more energy right now. I know some of y'all are shaking your head. No, shake your head, yes, you got it. Just gaslight yourself a little bit here that you can stick with it for the last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Yes, yes. All right. Last one, fast one coming at us. We've got 1 minute on. We will start at that one below your fastest. And then when we add on, I'm asking to add 1.4 on your speed. If you can do anything more than that, great. You give me your fastest or your best. Some of us, our best isn't quite there, where we go 0.4 past our fastest, and that's totally fine. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be, okay? Stay here. Maybe go a little bit slower, right? All right. In 15 seconds, you're gonna start your final interval. There's no cool down after this unless you cool down on your own. Let's get ready to sprint to our finish line. One below your fastest, we go in 3, 2, 1. Final interval, get it. All right, nice job. This is you revving your engine right now, right? Maybe an 8 out of 10 for your relative perceived exertion. And we're gonna go to a true 10 out of 10 in 10 seconds. You're a 10, we're going to 10. We take off in 5, 4, 3, 2. What is your true fastest? Hit it right now, Aviron. Whew. Final 20, can you add a touch? Maybe 0.1? It's okay if the answer's no. If you're already where I want you to be, perfect. Stay for the last 10. I'm gonna walk it out, but if you need to stop the treadmill after this, that's your choice. You've got 3, 2, 1, take it down. Either stop or walk. We made it through. Thank you again for joining me for this part of our HIIT Strength Sprint series. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Let's get it.